The Central Bank of Nigeria has announced the lifting of the ban on 43 items previously restricted from accessing foreign exchange. Among the items are rice, cement, margarine, palm kernel, vegetable and palm nut and food oils, meat and meat-related products, chicken, tomatoes, and tomato paste. The choice was made in the midst or amidst the intense volatility that has been present in the Nigerian foreign exchange market since all trading windows were combined into the investors and exporters window, which serves as the official FX market for Nigeria. The Apex Bank also said it will boost liquidity in the foreign exchange market by intervening from time to time in order to ensure availability for importers. Well, joining us now to discuss this further is Dr. Ubah Jeremiah. He's an investment research associate with Comercio Partners. Good evening to you. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you for having me.
Well, some 8 years ago, after these foreign exchange restrictions were first introduced in 2015, now the CBN Governor Cardoso is lifting the restrictions. When Godwin Emefiele was announcing them, he said that the ban will help conserve foreign reserves and facilitate the resuscitation of domestic industries and improve employment generation in Nigeria. Now, have we seen any of that happen since 2015, June 23, 2015, when this FX ban was placed on the items?
Well, what we have now is a reversal of economic policy and a reversal of policy thinking. During the Emefiele's time, his policy measures was trying to close the borders and allow domestic companies thrive. However, these domestic companies cannot thrive if the proper structural infrastructures are not made in place in such a way that we have good roads and we have less, what they call it, insecurity, especially from the northern part of Nigeria, which has led to the uptick in inflation. So, to answer your question, we have not really seen a positive outcome of the ban that Emefiele initially put. In essence, the intentions for these policies were not achieved.
Hmm. Nigeria's central bank says importers of all the 43 items are now allowed to purchase FX on the Nigerian FX market, but there is a backlog of unmet demands for forex. There's been a scarcity for some time now by investors and exporters, estimated at about 10 billion US dollars. That is yet to be cleared. How does this lifting of the restriction impact the existing backlog and the foreign exchange market in general?
Well, the lifting of the restrictions is just a step in the right direction. This particular management of the Apex banks is pushing for a laissez-faire economy, more free hands, more let us allow the market forces determine the rates. And having bans on items will make those items inaccessible to the official window, giving the incentives for the black market to thrive. However, like you just rightly mentioned, there's a lot of backlog that the CBNC needs to handle. And the coming policies on how CBN is able to attract inflows into Nigeria and pump those inflows into circulation by giving it to the people when they need it and how they need it would be the determining factor to this policy. So I feel this policy is a precursor to so many other things that the Apex Bank might be rolling out in the coming months.
Interesting. Yeah, Ubah, now that the gates have been officially opened for imported products to flood the Nigerian market, so to speak, is this not a direct threat to local manufacturers, indigenous manufacturers, Nigerian small, micro, and medium enterprises, and the local market in general? What are you anticipating in terms of the impact for the local economy? I mean, look at a product like rice, where the federal government invested so much in the Anchor Borrowers program, and we saw the benefits for the local rice manufacturers.
Well, I want to point out something that this CBN lifting of this particular ban has nothing to do with the custom lifting of their own ban. So products that are originally banned by the national government will still remain banned. What this is actually trying to tell you is that these products will not be able to access forex. That we're not able to access forex from official channels like the commercial banks. Will now be able to access forex from official channels. Now, for the question of if it's going to create an unhealthy competition, well, the truth about it is that most of our manufacturing sectors still depend on forex importation, and the main driver of the economy, which is energy, is being influenced by the exchange rate. So as long as we have skyrocketing exchange rate, doing business is going to be have a little bit of bottlenecks. So addressing the forex problem is more or less like a state of emergency for Nigeria as I see it right now.
Quite interesting. We'll keep our eye on that one. Dr. Ubah Jeremiah, thank you for your time.
Thank you very much for having me.